Hey guys, so for those of you interested in watching it, I'm just gonna do a video of my book collection. I am a very avid reader and I get lots of books from places like Books A Million, thrift stores, Goodwill, you know. I go into my local Dollar Trees because they have quite a few books and you'll be surprised at what books you do find there. So I go in there and then I also enter giveaways on Goodreads.com. If you don't know what Goodreads is, it's a site that you can go on. You can sign up for an account absolutely free and you enter the daily giveaways that they have, and it'll be on the browse tab. If you're going through mobile, you may have to put it on a desktop view. It'll be under the browse tab, it'll say giveaways, and they have several books, a bunch of them, and you just enter them and then they email you if you've won, and they send the book out in a few weeks or so. I can't remember how many weeks. It tells on there how many weeks they have. Excuse me. Send out the book. But I figured I have a huge book collection from like Amazon, places like that, because I buy books online too. And then I also have traded several times with this. It's like a bookstore around my area, and what they do is you bring in books that say you no longer want, or you're not, gonna read more than once or twice or so. You take them in if you're done with them, and you can trade them for new books. And I do that a couple of times, maybe in a year, not too much, because most of the books I have I'm gonna read again, or I'm gonna keep put back and let family members borrow, things like that. Because I'm trying to get like a huge bookshelf to keep all my books on. That way, I'll have them on there. And now I will say the series that I don't have that I'm in the process of getting, and most of you are going to gasp when I say this first one. I do not have any of the Harry Potter series, but I am planning on getting that. The two new ones, The Cursed Child, that just come out, and they have these illustrated books that just come out. It was The Sorcerer's Stone and The Chamber of Secrets. They only have those two. They're hardcover, I believe, and they're $20 some odd a piece on Amazon.com. And I plan on buying those, and then when they come out with the rest of them, I will probably purchase those as well. But I just figured it'd be something cool because it's illustrated and it's got all the pictures. I figured my daughter would love it. It'd be a good way to introduce Harry Potter to her. She has actually, at 3 months old, watched a little bit of Deathly Hallows Part 1, and then she fell asleep. So hopefully when she gets a little older, she'll be interested in it. I do need to get The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings. I do need to get Vampire Academy, Twilight. I don't have that. The rest of Vampire Diaries, I need to get all of those. True Blood, I need to get. There's quite a few that I do need to get that I don't have, that I am really wanting to have the complete series of. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on the books that I do have here. And the first one I'm just going to do with several cookbooks and stuff that I have. And this one is a True Blood cookbook. It is a Eats, Drinks, and Bites from Bon Tomp's cookbook. And it's just like cookbook, and it has pictures and stuff in it. Different recipes and all that fun stuff. And I just thought it was really cool. I got it on Amazon using gift cards. So I thought it was really cool that they had that on Amazon. Here's another True Blood book. It's Steve Newland's Field Guide to Vampires and Other Creatures of Satan. Very funny. If you're looking for something funny to read, it's pretty funny, honestly. I bought it just because I was in my True Blood phase at the time. I'm talking about like watching all the seasons, reading the books. It was, yeah. I don't own them yet, so I got that. Centennial Cookbook, it's a Kenmore. They had, Sears, I think, was doing this. They were giving away cookbooks, I think, if you created, like, a wedding registry or something. And I had created one for our wedding, or for my wedding, should say. And, it's just a really neat cookbook. It's got all kinds of recipes, and it's labeled soups and, different, just different pages, and had different times and stuff. Like, and it has different stories and stuff, so that's kind of what it looks like. And I haven't broke it out and used it yet, but I probably will pretty soon. And I'm hoping that once we move, which probably won't be for a little while, because we're just now starting to kind of save back. You know, we're just now getting able to for a house, for a down payment on a house. So, we're hoping maybe December, January, maybe by the time our kid is a year old, we can move and we can have a house. So I am very much hopeful that by at least my kid's first birthday or so, we'll be able to start moving into a home of our own and not living in apartments. So I look to put my bookshelf and stuff in there. So I look to get a huge bookshelf and make like an entertainment room, kind of with like books and computers, things like that. So this is Hell Week by Maggie Quinn. So, Memoirs of a Geisha. Most of you probably have seen the movie. This is Walking Brigid. Oh, and the local library here in Jackson does a thing where you pay $5 for a box, and you can fill it as full as you can fill it with books. Any books you want, you can go through and pick. They have like tables and shelves full of books. And they just do it once a year usually. We missed it this year, or last year, I think. We missed it last year. I was pregnant at the time. So, and we were all out of town, friends and everything. So we missed it last year. And we're hoping when they have it again this year, we'll be able to go. Because that's how I get a lot of my series type books, like Anne Rice books, things like that, that I've been wanting to get. And that's how I find a lot of the books I don't have that I want. On to the next one. It is Death Angel by Linda Howard. And this is Nameless, A Tale of Beauty and Madness by Lily St. Croix. And this was a Dollar Tree book. It's pretty much like a Cinderella. Or Snow White. I almost said Cinderella. Snow White. A strange version of Snow White. There you go. These I ended up buying online on Amazon. This is MuggleNet.com's What Will Happen in Harry Potter 7. We're avid Harry Potter fans in this house. Or I am. My husband's not really into it. But I'm an avid Harry Potter fan. So I own a lot of things. I own all the DVDs. And this is also MuggleNet.com's Harry Potter Should Have Died. Controversial views from the #1 fan site. So, that. This is another True Blood. It's A Taste of True Blood. The Fangbanger's Guide, complete unauthorized copy. So, I've read some of it. I haven't finished it. And another True Blood one. It's True Blood Drinks and Bites. It's a different version of the other one. This is a Goodreads giveaway. It's The Ghastly McNasty's Fright in the Night. My daughter will be reading that. The Secrets We Kept by Lily Velez. Goodreads as well. Syracuse by Delia Ephron. I'm assuming is her name. Style Before by Catherine King. Britt Marie Was Here by Frederick Bachman. Hard Light, a Cass Neary crime novel by Elizabeth Hand. And it is hardcover. They do have hard and soft covered books, which I love. Secrets of Men in a Lifeboat by Todd R. Baker. And this is a pretty big size book. So, and I have yet to start on some of these because they've been put back. Violations of Casualty, a Skip Gershwin mystery by Herb Guggenheim, something. So I look forward to reading that. Disappearance at Devil's Rock, a novel by Paul Tremblay. This one I got at the Dollar Tree yesterday. If you've watched my video, you'll know. This is Vampire Diaries, The Hunters Volume 2, Moon Song by L.J. Smith. So you guys will know that if you watch my video. My daughter from Imagination Library, she got the little engine that could by Waddy Piper. So I've read that to her. She seems to enjoy that very much. We got Smedley's Secret Guide to World Literature by Jonathan Levy Wainwright. And it's just like a funny story. It's not like actual literature, but it's a really funny story. They may not mean to, but they do, by Kathleen Shine. So I look forward to reading that. The Wolf of Sarajevo by Matthew Palmer. This is Siren by Lindsay Anderson. The Royal Nanny, a novel by Karen Harper. And this is a book we had gotten when I was pregnant. I picked it up at the Dollar Tree, and it's Rock and Roll Baby Names. And it's just a whole book full of baby names. And that's one reason. It was cheap, and I didn't want to spend like a huge amount on a baby book of names. So that's one reason I picked that up. This is John Katzenbach's State of Mind. Jennifer Rardin, Bitten to Death. Jasmine and Maddie by Christine Pacala. Meredith Cole, Posed for Murder. The Killing Club, a mystery by Marsha Walsh with Michael Malone. So I think they had a movie based off of that. I'm not sure. This I actually ended up getting at Spencer's because we thought it would be funny, and it was on clearance for like $1.50, I think. Cat vs. Human. It's just a really funny comic of a human and, you know, a female and her cat and all that fun stuff. So, and it just goes through, you know, what having a cat is like. This is Miss Maybell's School for Girls by Katie Cross. This is Venom by Fiona Paul, and this was a Dollar Tree book. The one before it was Goodreads. Blood Forever, a Blood Coven vampire novel by Mari Mancusi. So, got that at Dollar Tree as well. Eternal Flame by Cynthia Eden, Dollar Tree as well. Cold Kiss by Amy Carvey, Dollar Tree. Jasper Ephred, The Eye of Zoltar, and this is Goodreads. So, Maya Banks, Sweet Addiction, and this was on clearance at Books A Million. And I go there and look for their clearance. I think it was like $3. And I always buy like 1 or 2 books at a time. I do have the 50 Shades. For some reason, I had let somebody read the first 50 Shades of Grey book, and I never got it back, so I am missing that one. But I have read them all, and this is 50 Shades Darker. This is Nothing Between Us by Ronnie Lauren, and I look forward to reading this. I haven't started it because I'm still in the process of reading this one. So, and I keep it one book at a time until I finish. I'm not one of these people that reads multiple books, because I know some people who do that, and I just don't like doing that. Every Single Second by Tricia Springstub, and there you go. There's that one. This is that other book collection. I can't remember because I haven't read it. It's been in this thing because it's similar to 50 Shades of Grey, and it's by Sylvia Day. It's her collection. It's Bared Hue, a Crossfire novel. So I've got all 3 of those in that one. I don't know if there's any more. I haven't went to look. And this one is Entwined with You. And Reflected in You. So that's all 3 of those. I picked those up for a while. This those also came from Books A Million. Jessica's Guide to Dating on the Dark Side by Beth Fantasky, also Books A Million. I'm a huge reader, so like I said. This is 50 Shades Freed. Secret of the Wolf by Cynthia Garner. This is a Junie B. Jones and the Stupid Smelly Bus by Barbara Parker. I used to read these all the time, and this was a freebie I got in the mail. And I'm going to try and find some more of these on Amazon for my daughter because I like them, and I'm hoping that I can get her to reading them once she's of age to read by herself. And I'll end up reading them to her before then, but hopefully she'll be able to like those when she's of age to read by herself. This is Secret Whispers by B.C. Andrews. And some of these a friend of mine, because she's an avid reader as well, she gave me. The Night Before by Lisa Jackson. This comes from Goodwill. Devour by Melanie Morrell. This come from Dollar Tree. Interview with the Vampire, Anne Rice. This come from the library book sale. Lisa Jackson Malice, also from the library. Lisa Jackson, If She Only Knew, library. James Patterson's Mary Mary, also come from the library. I know I'm stacking books everywhere. Blood and Chocolate by Annette Curtis Klaus. My friend gave me this one. Anne Rice's Blood and Gold, also from the library sale. Lisa Jackson, Chosen to Die. It's kind of in rough condition, but it's also from the library sale. Coma by Robin Cook, and I haven't read it, but my friend gave me that to read. A Nocturne City novel, Nightlife by Caitlin Kittredge, Dollar Tree. Erica Spindler, Killer Takes All. My friend gave me that as well. Karen Slaughter, Broken. My friend gave me that one. Actually, no, that was from the library. Doris Mortman, Shades of Red, from the library sale. Babyface Killers, Horrifying True Stories of America's Youngest Murderers by Clifford L. Leyendecker, author of The Man Who Killed Boys. And this my friend had, and she said it was really good. I haven't read it yet, but I will. And then the last one's from Goodreads, and this was back last year I won this. It's Identity Issues by Claudia Whitsett. So, but yeah, that's just all of my book collection. And I keep them in a certain order just so that they're not all messed up. And that way when we move, all we've got to do is pick up the box and pretty much go. But I'm kind of running out of boxes to put my books in, which is not a good thing, because I'm going to have to go out, because I'm using all of my other crates, so I am going to have to go out and get more crates to put my books in, because I'm at the moment stacking them on my dresser, and I really don't like to do that, because they're more likely to get damaged if they are stacked on a dresser and things of that nature. So I tend to keep my books put away properly to where they will stay in good condition. But thank you guys so much for watching. I know the video was really long. I know I'm sitting here putting all my books away and doing other things and not even looking at the camera, but I want to get all this put away before my daughter wakes up, because she's sleeping right now, and she probably will wake up within the next few minutes. So I'm going to get off of here, put all these books away. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys. Bye.